Now where's this lady with the mink on her shoulder or whatever? I want to talk to her.
Back, demon.
Oh.
Back her up. Well, what's this? Oh, Medora, you lummox. 1,000 pardons, comrade. This old bear's edgier than a dodecahedron these days. I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. From Academy West, aren't you?
Oh, she's a source hunter.
Give Captain Wartruce my regards next time you see him. Heavens hornets! That's quite a story, comrade. See, I'm here on, well, let's call it a loan from a town to the north of here. Hunter's Edge by name. There's been an attack there, comrade. Orcs. Not your run-of-the-mill savages either. But ones who've taken dark magic to new heights. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say. But it's my responsibility to send them packing. Preferably with their horns in their suitcases, and a knee-knocking fear of ever crossing paths with a sauce hunter again. I came south seeking the Legion's help, only to find it tied here in Sicile. They don't have a spare soldier to send northward, and even in my finest form, I can't clear the place of that many orcs without backup. You wouldn't.
You think
I trained
we can
up
get
in
her as a
Academy North,
companion?
After all, we don't cross paths with you Westies all that often, but it's always a pleasure when we do. Medora's the name. Retired, or so the Order keeps trying to tell me, but never out of commission. My hand to your cause and my sword at yours by the skin of my teeth, comrade. The savages were rounding up villagers when one of them activated a tripwire on our village wizard's property. Fortunately for me, that particular wizard has a penchant for things that go boom in the night. I managed to wrench free of my captor's grip and flee toward the forest. He pursued me for miles, but I'd lost him before I made it into the Sicile hinterlands. Well, comrade, I hadn't thought of it till you tapped my shoulder just now. But perhaps that's where you come in. I need a contingent I can trust if I'm to take back the town. And the way I see it, I've been scouting Sicile for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient intel to help solve the murder of the counselor. With our minds and swords in tandem, we'll make short work of the perpetrator. Well, you know the old expression, 2's a tea party, 3's an invasion. I know this place like the back of my hand by now.
I'm gonna start saying that, Blake.
North will be short work for a trained-up trio of sauce hunters.
This game's got a lot of good sayings, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
Like, what was it, OR who said sardines in the salad? I bet my sardines in the salad or something like that. Alright. So we take her on, right? I don't see any reason not to.
Yeah, I don't see any reason not to.
Fantastic plan. With
Another source hunter on the team will make us all.
That's the spirit. Listen closely now.
There you go, Blake.
Alright. There we go. Alright,
You're-
now for me to check her.
I have an archer, you have a
Alright.
warrior.
Do I seem like the sort
Yep,
who concerns
she uses
myself
two-handed
with
weapons.
Like me.
Yep.
Didn't mean to talk to her.
You nearly startled me out of my boots.
Level 3. Not bad.
I'll go ahead and check her skills. Battering Ram, Crushing Fist.
She can have a
Helping
max
Hand.
of 14 action points. You see that?
We all can.
We can? I thought it was 10.
Wait, is it different per person?
Hold on, let me check my character sheet. Does it tell me?
It does in your attributes.
Okay, character sheet, attributes. Where does it say that at? Action points. 13 plus 6 is what I have.
Yeah, same for me.
I think that's how many so I think we have a max of 13, but I get 6 per turn.
Yeah,
Their daughter. What does she have? So she has a max of 14 as well.
but why?
I don't know. Is it speed, maybe?
Speed changes how many action points you get back per turn.
Hmm. Oh, Constitution. Constitution increases your vitality and your maximum number of action points.
Oh, got it. Alright.
Careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than saffrons, I dare
Huh.
say.
Normally Constitution's something that like a warrior would pump up, but now it seems like everyone should. You kind of have to sink a few points in there every now and then.
Yeah, okay, so her skills are Battering Ram, Crushing Fist, Helping Hand, Melee Power Stance, and Whirlwind. Yeah, that's all. She has Man at Arms at level 2.
Well, she's like a better. Well, she's almost like a better knight than I am. That's not fair. I'm leaving. Fuck this crew.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such?
Get out the way, bear daughter.
She also has Water Rush, which means that once she drops below 30% HP, she gains 2 turn points and maximum action points and Opportunist, as well as Comeback Kid.
Mm-hmm. If you hold L2, you can probably switch into her, like...
Yeah, I am. That's how I've been checking her skills.
okay. I thought you were just, like, looking at her. My bad.
You
Sometimes...
talked to her, and I was like, darn it, I was doing stuff.
Yeah. Sometimes I walk around with R3 active, but then, like, I realize my screen's covered in words. I'm like, I need to get those off the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, what's our next quest?
Next up is figuring out the murder, right?
Yeah, which reminds me. Does she say anything about the murder?
I'm talking to her right now.
You know, I almost confused you for Bear Daughter, but then I realized you have, like, bronze armor and she has silver. And you also have a giant staff on your back.
Mm-hmm.
I realize
It's pretty natural, actually.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Something about cats seen in the dark.
Yeah.
If he can't hear,
Of course.
farther than the tip of his nose. But from what I've heard whispered around the docks, the old guy's gotten himself mixed up in something not quite on this side of the law. I suspect an illegal source artifact or substance is the root of it.
Hey,
Exactly
Blake,
what or who's giving it to him, I
is
can't say.
Medora, is she Russian or is she country? Or
I think
Western?
Have the authority to
She's
interrogate
definitely, she's not Russian. If
She
it was
keeps-
Russian, I'd be able to tell.
Yeah, but she keeps dropping comrades on us like she's Russian.
Yeah. It's feeling like Western. It doesn't feel country. It
Well,
feels Western.
I didn't mean country, I meant Western.
Alright.
I said it
seems like
feels
a humble
she
doctor,
talks like
but
she's
I'll bet my
Western, but she
sword
also
that's
she
something
likes to drop that
Lucy
comrade
Marilyn
like she's
Smith,
Russian.
She'd seen our good doctor scale the city wall on 2 separate occasions. Well past midnight each time. Hardly the habit of an innocent healer. It's no coincidence the order retired me. Or tried to anyhow. To such an aptly named little town. Way back when, the settlement was chartered as a stronghold for source hunters to keep watch over the borders of the Phantom Forest. Don't let the name fool you, though. These days, the forest is little more than a smattering of trees and ruins. Perfect posting for an old bull and her dotage like yours truly. In the days of old, though, the forest played host to source devils of every make and kind. Hunter's Edge was a settlement of source hunters tasked with watching over the border of the forest and putting down anything smacking a source that might creep out of it. By now, it's been centuries since anything more dangerous than a badger has come out of those woods. By and by, the source hunters moved out and regular folks set up shop. But the town's charter requires that at least one of our kind remain to keep the watch.
Alright.
Does she actually tell you anything worthwhile?
Talk to the doctor.
As a
That's
doctor?
about it. As a doctor.
Where?
Hold on. Which one of these is the murder quest line? Oh, mysterious murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a doctor we can talk to. His name starts with a T. See if I can't get it out of her again.
You.
Alright, Thelyron. Thelyron.
Oh, I just seen him. I just don't remember where.
Heard any... I wonder how my dear sweet Doreen is doing.
Blake,
Hmm?
come here.
Okay.
Read that sign.
Sign?
Right there. In front of Medora. Next to that door.
Well, I gotta talk to Medora real quick.
Yeah.
So, the wizard's
Fucking
craft
idiot.
device intended to keep the undead at bay, has it? Little did he expect we'd recognize the hulking source sapphire he's using to fuel it. Careful now, comrades, and tread lightly. There's no telling when that madman's doomsday device might get
Okay, I
sentient
think
and turn
Medora
its
might
rage
not
on
be
us.
that smart.
That's alright. She got a big old sword.
I think if we find someone else that we could put in the party, we should take them rather than Medora, honestly, because, you know, her role kind of overlaps with yours.
Yeah.
In fact, it's the exact same.
To be met with such derision by my own comrades. Tell me, friends, will you be ready when darkness attacks? Who will be the crackpot when I'm safe in my source-proof sanctuary and you're left outside begging for entrance? Though I suppose, if I recall correctly, the source sapphire does have a particular sheen about it. Yes, and I think that in fact an authentic source sapphire buzzes with the trapped souls of 1,000 innocents too. Perhaps, well, no matter if this particular gemstone is innocuous, the principle remains.
Whatever.
Right then. Yeah, we need to get her replaced ASAP.
Yep. She a bit too anti-source. Hey you. We've been looking for you. I've been calling your
Oh yeah,
name,
we've
you
been
assholes.
here before. This is the place that I remember originally sending us into the end of time.
The stability could be increased by as much as threefold. Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? No matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Yeah? Certainly, what would you like to know? The Councillor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know. I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it. I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men. Me? Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your memory. It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of Cicuta de Glace on the tongue. Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late. Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method she refuses to share with her own master. She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration. She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic...
You don't think it's a star stone, do you?
But she won't let me take the briefest...
Actually, I do believe that... Yeah, because that's why it sends us the end of time.
From a little northern town, Silver Glen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal. Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silver Glen to learn the truth myself. Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes.
All right.
She is learning from the best, after all.
Let's go get the Starstone.
All right, 2 seconds, like.
Interesting.
That relic of Evelyn's the so-called healing crystal. I've seen one like it before, and by the Patriarch's
Oh,
purpose.
come on!
It's a relic of source. One look at that gem will be enough to convince me it's no force of good, but a bloodstone through and through. So I'm the hunter who cried wolf, am I? Well, I only call him as I see him. And whether or not you choose to benefit from my considerable experience is your own
God,
matter.
I can see why they sent her to live in Bumpkinville.
Sounds an awful lot like Bloodstone to me. And if I'm right, I wouldn't trust Cyseal's so-called healers any more than I'd trust a pyromancer on a wooden boat.
I take offense to that.
Yeah, well, she's right, actually, in your case.
Hey, does the Lady of Vengeance ever burn down? I think not.
Because it couldn't burn down!
My point stands.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way? I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it. I've been
Freeze the other one and use the healing stone on one.
the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I. Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in
Loic.
the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded. But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously.
So, I'm going to assume real quick that the Starstone is not healing them, it's probably just reverting the time on them.
That could be true, yeah.
What would you like to know? One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away. Quite the venerable staple of Cyseal, Stephen, and recently blessed with his 3rd grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work.
That's
before
kinda
retirement, no
easy.
less.
Yeah, it's a little
Everyone
easy.
in Cyseal is familiar with grinning Stephen, and as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family. You are? I thank you a million times for your
I
help.
mean, he's important,
Have
but
you
if you actually
decided
have
you shall
someone willing to
receive the
help
healing
the
stone?
town, even with the undead roaming around. And he is a young man.
Oh,
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the...
Yes. Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of
What
life
you had to
that
say was
Stephen
unimportant,
has
Blake.
already enjoyed.
alright, fair enough.
Boris it is? Yes. I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man. My heart breaks for the other.
I want to see this.
Thank
No,
the seven.
no! This is highly abnormal. What is this? Lightning!
I know what I did to deserve this.
Unlocked a new room at your homestead.
What,
Sorry, friend.
Thank you. Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone, I have no idea what to make of it. That strange reaction you caused, blue lightning from a healing stone, I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder.
I think we just absorbed the power out of her stone. Because she said it looks like it has no more magic left in it.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Huh.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. I'm feeling stronger already. But what will I do? What won't I do? And after I've climbed every mountain in Roma and smooched every girl who'll have me, I'll devote my... I'll see you around.
You wanna come work with us?
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Yeah, you'd probably be better than this Hurricane hag.
Yeah.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Tone.
I'm curious.
Corpse's troubled mind. I can't have gotten far.
I don't know what I did.
Leave me. I've not long thought. Enjoy what remains of your life, will you? Never know when it'll...
Well, I tried to see if maybe casting my healing spell on Steven would help.
Yeah.
It didn't.
To what do I owe the repeated
Yeah.
pleasures?
I looked at it and then looked at his HP and is like, it's already at full technically. I don't think it'd do
what I
anything.
did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
The world belongs to the young, they say, and Boris will live to me. But it was I, not to mention. She's gotten out, but she claims to have gotten the relic. Utter rubbish, I say. Well, she's so. I expect she'll be a very. Certainly. What would you like to know?
Hello again. That strange
Hmm.
tomatoes.
Why are we looking for the healer?
Sheep's cheese.
Because we thought they were related to Source because he was seen climbing over the walls.
Hmm.
Yeah. But we did find a Starstone, so that's good.
So wait, do we have a Starstone now? Did we take it from her?
I don't know, let's go back to the end of time and see what happened.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, is that what it meant by we've unlocked a new room?
I would assume so.
I was like, 'cause I had no clue. Oh,
I've been eagerly expecting you. You found another star
All right.
haven't you? Go on. Ask me how I know. Mere child's play when you know what to look for. And luckily, I do.
Yep. So
Do you
new room.
remember when you first arrived? It's happened again, my friend. Another portal has reignited. The end of time is growing by the stone. It's all connected.
So yeah, that stone just there that Evelyn had is the one that we originally found first, and that's why I remembered us finding a thing in like a doctor's place.
Mm-hmm.
How I do love a good mystery. You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you? No. That would be most unmannerly. And not to mention, well, No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a... Well, a presence that I can't quite account for. It is at once powerful and faint. Perhaps only a shadow, perhaps more. But this is only speculation, of course. Come, let me show you the way. One...
Oh, this feels like we're
Yeah,
about
it's
to be
quite
in
the
trouble.
interesting run animation.
Oh yeah. This feels like we're about to be in trouble.
Probably, yeah. Alright, I'm hopping through. To the
Alright.
Hall of Heroes. Alright.
What an impressive room.
So it is a hall.
Spoon at the end of time, fork at the end of time. knife at the end of time.
Hi?
You. It cannot be you. But it can only be you. The Guardians. Those I deceived. Those that deserted me.
I don't know you.
Oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. Look about you. You used to lead, and now you follow. Ignorant of your faults, and ignorant of your fate. That it has come to this. Woe to the world that it has come to this. He won't believe me, the fiend.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
cool.
this is how many companions that we can get.
As I prayed they would.
That's a lot of people.
Yep.
Could they
There's
save me yet?
John Smithen over here.
Huh?
Sorry? John Smithen.
Hold on, I'm on the way.
Oh, hold on.
Are you dismissing her?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and well,
Yeah, Blake?
alright.
I see her. She's over there.
Oh,
What the hell is that?
people we can hire.
Interesting. So we're out here playing Dragon's Dogma.
Essentially, yeah.
So you can kind of craft your own person, I guess?
We can't make our own, but there is quite a bit to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine none of these are as good as, say, having, like, getting someone out there, though. So let's see if we can't find someone else before we resort to buying someone out with some coin.
Right. Action.
Ancient letter. Esteemed generals, all of Rivellon thanks you. All of Rivellon is in your debt. Gods and kings bow before you both, and it is right and proper that they do so. Even they had
Damn
thought
it.
all was lost, that the world was to meet its end, but you turned the tide. So it's pretty likely that we used to be the generals of heroes.
Is that why the time lady can't see us?
Part of why she can't see is part of why she, Astarte over here, recognized us and was like, how could it possibly be you? And that refers to two generals. She also mentioned guardians, so...
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess we'll just leave her here, because she's not doing us much good.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm afraid we'll run into something important that she'll be like, oh, source, and then start attacking it.
Probably.
Alright,
Ancient-
Zigzags.
An ancient diary. The war has been won. Our victory is now inevitable. A fact, a certainty. One might say these last battles we wage are... Well, I really can't read. Maybe I should start reading more books. Just because, I'm getting done. Alright. One might
Sarte
say...
left.
Yeah. Say these last battles
And-
we wage are therefore... What's up?
Zigzags also doesn't know who she is, but he says that she seems to know us, so there's a chance that we'll find her again in another room.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so essentially we were meant to find both source things, or both pieces of Starstone, and then come back here and we could fill out our party that way, I guess.
I wonder who that creature was. How come she
Why
seemed to
are there
know?
two of us? Two beings that record all of history parallel to one another.
That is a
good question, Zigzags. One without a conclusive answer.
I think we're done here, though.